Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. NPCC says state government outsourced policy making decisions and governance issues to 14 tribal hohos. State government says decision on women reservation in urban local bodies will be taken after consultative meetings with all stakeholders. Administration promulgates prohibitory order under Section 144 of Criminal Procedure Code at Tizit. And Nagaland Government rectifies the nomenclature Yimchunger Naga to Yimkhiung Naga. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower the guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee (NPCC) has lambasted the state government, alleging that government conveniently outsourced policy-making decisions and governance issues to 14 tribal hohos during yesterday's consultative meeting. NPCC, in a press release through its media cell, said lawmaking in Nagaland has shifted from the Legislative Assembly to the State Banquet Hall as all 60 elected members have abdicated their responsibility to focus only on raiding state exchequer. NPCC further said that with NPF joining the government bandwagon to form Nagaland United Government under the pretext of Naga political solution, the intensity of political gimmicks will increase while common people will continue to suffer without any end in sight. On the Dimapur-Beren boundary issue, the state Congress warned Nagaland government to recall its decision to shift the responsibility on the 14 tribal hohos. NPCC said the government seeking opinions of civil society organizations or going for multiple rounds of consultations is just a ploy to delay and thwart the implementation of RIN. NPCC said discussion on women reservation in urban local bodies without having representation from any women bodies from the state is a big insult to women folk. Nagaland government said a decision on women reservation in urban local bodies, ULPs, will be taken after having a series of consultative meetings with all the stakeholders. Addressing a press conference in Kohima yesterday, after the consultative meeting with tribal hohos, MLA and advisor Monluma Kikon mentioned about framing of modalities based on opinions and suggestions received in the consultative meetings. Kikon said everyone should be on board on this matter and it should be workable, applicable and acceptable. On RIN, Kikon said Bano Z. Jamir's report is yet to be examined by the representatives of the tribal bodies. He therefore said a series of meetings will be required to examine and review on the report before implementation. Minister of Planning and Coordination, Land Revenue, Nipa Grono said the main objective of forming opposition-less government is to work together for the Naga political issue and resolve unresolved issues without any hindrance. The administration has promulgated prohibitory order under Section 144 CRPC in Tizit with effect from today and will remain in force till further orders. Tizit Additional Deputy Commissioner Pakon Pom in an order prohibited gathering of more than 5 persons at a time. The order prohibits movement of public and all vehicular movement of non-essential nature, including passenger vehicles. However, exemption is given to district administration, police, paramilitary forces, magistrates on duty, doctors and medical staff, movement of essential commodities, and persons engaged in emergency services. The schedule of areas covered under the order stretches 2 kilometers from Loa Ko village junction to Longting village. The prohibitory order was issued following a land dispute between Chapoka and Yanu village, which resulted in damage of paddy fields, burning of shacks, huts, and cutting down of plantation crops and trees yesterday. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on a YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. As our nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events are being organized by the government as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. To commemorate the occasion as a Jan Utsav, we present India at 75 quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history. The quiz will be conducted on every Thursday in the evening news at 7:10 p.m. and 7:20 p.m. till 15 August 2022. And here goes our question for the week. During which movement Vande Mataram became the theme song of the Indian national movement? I repeat, during which movement of Vande Mataram became the theme song of the Indian national movement? Listeners can send their responses to the question to our email airnewskohimaindia75@gmail.com along with their name and address. The first correct answer received from the participants will be selected as the winner and will be announced in tomorrow's morning news at 7:30 a.m. Nagaland Government, through a notification, has rectified the nomenclature Yimchunger Naga to Yimkhiung Naga. The notification issued by Chief Secretary J. Alam said that henceforth the name Yimkhiung shall be used in all official correspondences. The order was issued with the approval of the Cabinet. Nagaland today reported 57 fresh COVID-19 positive cases, increasing the tally to 29,388. Mokokchung reported 19 fresh cases, Kohima 18, Dimapur 13, Gifere and Pek 3 each, and Woka, Mon and Peren 1 each. Total COVID-19 recovery in the state has gone up to 26,915 with a recovery of 89 more cases. No death was reported in the state in the past 24 hours. Food and Civil Supplies Department and District Administration Dimapur gave away District Level Best Performance Award 2021 to Outstanding Fair Price Shops, FPS, in Dimapur District. The awards were given to Doshi Aya, Naga Colony FPS, Padambukuri Village Council FPS and Tahuku Village Council FPS. An official bulletin said the award was given to acknowledge FPSs under Dimapur District which performed beyond their capacity, especially during this pandemic, and to encourage the fellow FPS dealers. External Affairs Minister S. Yimchunger has said India is very carefully following the developments in Afghanistan and India's focus is on ensuring the security and safe return of Indian nationals stranded in a war-torn country. Addressing reporters at the UN Security Council's takeout after chairing an open debate on peacekeeping under India's current UNSC presidency, Yimchunger said the situation in Afghanistan has been very much in the focus. The minister held discussions with the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres on the situation in New York yesterday. He said relation with the Afghan people continues and that will guide India's approach to Afghanistan in the coming days. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today launched the 5th edition of Defence India Startup Challenge, DISC 5.0. The minister said there is neither shortage of talents nor lack of demand for talents in the country. Singh said problems being faced by the services, defence public sector undertakings and ordnance factory boards are identified and are brought in front of entrepreneurs, MSMEs, startups and innovators in the form of DISC to find the solutions. He said 500 crore rupees will be spent in innovation to promote 300 startups in the next 5 years. And now to the news, here are the main points again. NPCC says state government outsourced policy-making decisions and governance issues to 14 tribal hohos. State government says decision on women reservation in urban local bodies will be taken after consultative meetings with all stakeholders. Administration promulgates prohibitory order under Section 144 CRPC at Tizit. And Nagaland Government rectifies the nomenclature Yimchunger Naga to Yimkhiung Naga. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.